What's going on, everyone? How you doing here? Ron here with Ronnie's Rundown. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about Trump's latest three big sayings that is a clear signal for someone like me to buy the dip. Now, if you're new into investing, new into cryptocurrency, new into Bitcoin, here's just a couple of things. And if you don't understand Bitcoin, pop a question down below. I respond to all my comments. I've got another channel that I've been teaching about Bitcoin for quite a while. But I just wanted to play three clips that kind of really tells you what Trump is adopting. And if you're new into cryptocurrency, and if you're a skeptic or you're skeptical of digital assets and Bitcoin and altcoins, like how I was, and this isn't financial advice, but I've made a significant amount of money through digital assets, trading, buying the dip, buying when people were in fear. And I'll give you a clear example. It's probably not greatest move because a lot of people did it. The time when people were in a lot of fear, which was in COVID, people bought the dip. They waited a couple of years. They made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60x on their money. So let me play a couple of clips that Trump said that might kind of change your mind to see the direction that he wants to take the United States towards digital assets. And if you're not familiar with the term digital asset, he's pretty much referring to Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, or an altcoin. So check out this video.
This onslaught at lower prices, I'm pledging today that in my second term, we will eliminate a minimum of 10 old regulations for every one new regulation. We'll be able to do that quite easily, actually. And instead of attacking industries of the future, we will embrace them, including making America the world capital for crypto and Bitcoin.
That was just one clear sign. When I saw this, I said, okay, this is going to be great. Now, the time frame for it being maybe 2026, end of the year, 2026, that is my time frame. I'm probably looking to put a significant amount of money down and just hodl it. Basically, hold long term, wait until these assets, wait until the macro economy gets bigger and better. Maybe the Fed injects some stimulus, some money into the economy, and things start to pump up again. The tariff trade war kind of settles. Everyone has negotiated their trade deals, etc. But let me show you the next couple of videos that might change your mind again if the first one didn't. So check this out.
Yeah, this is the Crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right? David, that's for you.
So never would I thought in 100 years that we'd ever have someone at this stature like President Trump or any president or anyone in the Oval Office accepting digital assets and cryptocurrency like he is today. And if you see the route that Trump, like I mentioned, the route that he's taking and where he wants to take Bitcoin and be the leader, hold the most Bitcoin, have all the companies that are creating blockchains develop their companies in Canada to help US citizens and to help with tax dollars, bringing money into the economy instead of companies leaving the United States, building their practice in the Bahamas, etc., wherever they are, BVI, El Salvador, etc. Why not take those companies, bring them into the United States? They're paying taxes, United States taxes, which is going to help the US citizens lower their taxes, bring everything in. Manufacturing, etc., auto tariffs, resources, minerals, lumber, keep it all within the United States. And you could clearly see, based on Trump's past comments, it's a clear sign that he wants that. And especially when it comes to digital assets and cryptocurrency, he's been a big advocate of Bitcoin. So let me play this last clip of Senator Elizabeth Warren talking about the US stablecoin. A lot of senators are kind of trying to appeal this and say we don't want Trump to do this because it might enrich him. He might be setting up a scam between Binance, etc. But I don't believe it. I think he's just trying to help with the adoption of cryptocurrency with a stablecoin. And if you're not familiar with a stablecoin, basically a stablecoin is an asset that is pegged to the US dollar. So if you got a US dollar and you have one pegged tether or issued coin from Trump, that's going to be equivalent to the $1. So that's how it works when it comes to stablecoins. But like I mentioned, you could clearly see where Trump wants to take this. So let me play this video that Elizabeth Warren did a few days ago, just really trying to like push Trump away. So, and if Trump gets his way, and if he does create this stablecoin, I think it's going to explode the digital asset space all over the world when it comes to treasury reserves, etc. So let's check out the video.
The United States is getting ready to bless Donald Trump's latest grift. A shady Abu Dhabi investment firm just announced it's going to make a $2 billion business deal with a foreign crypto company called Binance. So here's the kicker. Binance and the foreign investment firm are going to use Donald Trump's stablecoin to finance their transaction, essentially giving Trump a cut of that $2 billion deal. Boy, looks like corruption, smells like corruption. So yeah, the Senate is going to put a stop to it, right? Wrong. Right now, the Senate is getting ready to greenlight the grift by passing the so-called Genius Act next week. This is a bill that would make it even easier for the president and his family to profit off their own stablecoin and oversee their own financial company. Look, any senator who votes for this bill is saying that they are okay with one, Trump earning transactions fees every time his stablecoin is used or traded, like in that $2 billion deal. Two, companies in foreign countries currying favor with the president by using his stablecoin. Again, giving Trump a cut, again, like the $2 billion deal. And three, Trump earning money on the assets that back the stablecoin. And that enables big corporations and foreign governments effectively to give interest-free loans to the president of the United States. Donald Trump promised to lower costs for American people. Instead, he's running grifts to make more money for himself, and he's breaking the economy and making life more expensive for everyone else. Look, we could fix this bill so that it stops this kind of corruption. But if we do not, then every senator must vote no or risk aiding and abetting Trump's corruption.
So there you have it, Elizabeth Warren. And the way I see it, if a stable coin does get issued underneath Trump, I think basically there's going to be a regulation. David Starr is going to pretty much create regulations for other banks. I think Bank of America and BlackRock have already had big discussions about creating stable coins that they can issue to their clients. So I think this is just going to be something that's going to fit another bill that's going to be regulated, etc. And I think when that happens, DeFi, and if you're not familiar with decentralized finance or the term DEFI, just a short term for decentralized finance, which is DeFi, I think it's going to be really, really big, because then you could start introducing passive income, which DeFi is very well known about, creating passive income yields, whether you're holding an asset like a stable coin that's pegged to the US dollar to a Solana coin, or the US dollar pegged to Bitcoin. You could create liquidity pools, etc., and earn interest and make passive income that way, as long as there's tax implications and people are paying their taxes, etc. But we'll get into that in another video. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and I'll see you in the next one.